Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/Entitled Parents. In today's episode, my father won't come to my wedding. Entitled mom wants my annual pass discount. Entitled parents in movie theater. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. My father won't come to my wedding. So I've made a few posts within the past few years regarding my insane relatives. Long story short, for those that don't want to read my old posts, father's wife is a terrible person who I have absolutely no desire to be near. Well, I'm getting married very soon. I have tried to extend an olive branch towards my father out of an obligation to myself. The only condition is that his wife does not attend. With his invite, I sent him a letter explaining as much, but still kept it very polite and positive. He never sent his RSVP back, so I reached out to him. He stated that he will not come unless he is allowed to bring his wife. He stated that he is tired of putting his feelings aside for others. Yeah, because my wedding is totally about your fee-fees. This is the kind of shit that reminds me why we have a trained/non-existent relationship to begin with. His wife will always and forever be his priority. To hell with his kids who were traumatized and have PTSD from her treatment of them during child. Stick to your guns, do not let her come. If dad won't come because of it, that is on him. Oh, absolutely. Last thing I want at my wedding is some strung-out crazy meth head. My response would have been, thanks for being the shit of a father you have always been. Makes the NC decision so much easier. Congratulations OP, have a great wedding day knowing that you do not have to put up with anyone's feelings but your own feeling of joy. Sorry you're that is such a little man who puts himself first. Make sure to have some kind of security in case they show up. Hopefully, you have pictures, or even better if security knows them. Also, just in case, make sure your vendors have a password, so she does not try to screw up your wedding, since she is not invited. You need to be safe from crazy people. He has made his choice. Time to completely cut contact. Move on with your life guilt-free, as you have tried, but he obviously doesn't want to be part of your life. Entitled mom wants my annual pass discount. I haven't been to this sub in so long, but this happened to me this week and I have to share it somewhere. So I have an annual pass for Efteling, one of the most famous theme parks in Europe. I pay €200 plus a year for my annual pass. This pass comes with benefits, such as a 5% discount on souvenirs and food. I happen to be in a souvenir shop where I bought some pins because I collect them. In front of me is a woman with a stroller full of goods, no kid though, like kids' PJs, blankets, plushies, all sorts of merch/souvenirs. She just finished paying, and she sees me holding my pass. She suddenly looks very happy, and says to me, "Oh, you have an annual pass." I was looking for an annual pass holder to befriend so I could get a discount. Her actual words. The cashier just looks at me with a hell no face. She turns to the cashier and says, "Can I return all this and buy it again, with her discount?" To which he obviously says no. She leaves the shop, somewhat annoyed, and I go and pay for my pins. I chatted with the cashier for a bit, and he sighed and said, the audacity of some people. Even if I had met her before and she asked for a discount, I would have definitely said no. I pay for my annual pass with my own money. If she wants a discount, she should get her own pass. The only people who can benefit from my discount are my friends, family, and me. Not some random lady who buys a shit ton of souvenirs and feels entitled to other people's discounts. Later on, I walked out of the shop and heard her talking to her friend/sister about how she could have gotten a 10% discount if people were nice to her. Lady, it's only 5%, and I'd be surprised if she actually found somebody to give her the discount with that attitude. What's y'all take on this? It's shop policy, of course, but what would you do if someone asked for a discount like that? If she can afford a crap ton of overpriced souvenirs, she can afford her own pass. I'd let her do the return, then walk out of the store before she purchased them again so she'd have to waste her time redoing the purchase. That would have been genius, but I'd feel bad for the cashier. Or have her do the return, and ring up her purchases with yours. Pay for everything, then leave the store with her stuff. You can always go back later to return her stuff. But to have you walk out of the store with her stuff would be funny. She'd chase after you to get it back, you get security involved, show the receipt that you purchased it, more than likely the cashier would agree with you since she's a real piece of work, and you go on your way and she goes back in to find everything again. You say it's against the policy and your card could be revoked. Boom. Easy. Don't do it. It could get you in trouble with the park. They may have a policy against that. And you may lose your right to get a pass in the future. Not worth it. Why are there people like that? Thanks for sharing. Entitled Parents in Movie Theater. So this encounter took place back in 2019. Around December 2019, two of my friends, Ed and Andrew, and I went to the movies to go see Star Wars Episode 9. Fortunately, we bought our tickets ahead of time, so we ended up skipping waiting in line. We bought our snacks and drinks and went inside the auditorium for the movie. Just so you know, every seat in the auditorium, don't know if that's the right word, was occupied. This is important for the story. So the trailers start, and right around the second or third trailer is playing, the entitled mother of this story and her kid, probably around 11 years old, approached me out of nowhere, and this is the conversation that followed. Excuse me. Me, yes? Would you and your friends give up your seats so my kid and I can sit? Me, no. We paid for our seats. I opened the Cinemark app on my phone and showed her the seats that we paid for. The mother raised her voice at me. Did you not hear me? Please move. The people behind us began shushing her and some even shouted "shut up" at her. I guess she was so loud that one of the ushers walked into the auditorium and approached the mother, since she and her kid were the only ones standing. The entitled mother then accuses us of stealing her seats and we were refusing to move. But quickly I shoot that down and I tell the usher, "Sir, my friends and I can show you that we bought our tickets, we bought our own seats, and that she is the one lying." The usher then ordered us to show him our digital movie ticket. It's basically a QR code with the showtime of the movie and the seat number, and my friends and I show him our phones to prove we actually bought our tickets and we were sitting in the right seats. The usher then turns to the entitled parent, and you can tell that she wasn't going to get away it. He tells the mother, "Can I see your tickets? You probably got the wrong showtime." But she just grabs her kid's hand and leaves the theater while everyone claps. The usher then apologizes to the three us and also leaves. Wow, an actual post that ended with everyone claps. Haven't seen one of these in a while. I know, it's quite reassuring to see it hasn't died. And funnily enough, I actually find this one quite believable, despite the classic and everyone clapped ending. It seems plausible that people hyped up on sugar from their bucket of cola and wheelbarrow of popcorn might clap when an annoying person stopped ruining their evening out. I would probably just passive-aggressively whisper "thank God for that" as they left, but some people are more outgoing. I mean, they did get a pre-show. That's worth something. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.